Alright, so now you need to go to your home drive and then find the file that you just saved. And mine's already defaulted to Notepad, sorry, because I use it all the time. But for you probably have to go right click, open with. Alright, Notepad is there for me, but once again, you may have to choose another app. Alright, it's probably not going to be here for you, so you might have to go more apps, scroll down, and then find Notepad. But yeah, you need to find this one here. Click on that. Go OK. Alright, and this is what your code should look like. So this is G code. Alright, so you just need to scroll down a little bit. And we need to find the code that says S23000. So that's the spindle speed. Alright, so we need to go and click after 23,000 and hit enter. Alright, we need to type out the code as you see it. So we've got to type in G00X, and we're going to leave that blank. Y, this one blank as well. Then Z 33.5, and hit enter. G01 space Z minus 3 space F2000. Alright, and then Z35 space F4000. Enter again. G00X, we'll leave that blank. G01 Z minus 3 F2000, and then the final line Z35 F4000. Okay, so what's happening here is these three line of code is going to locate your first axle hole. So we need to put in the X axis and the Y axis, alright, to drill out your hole. Alright, so it's going to go locate it, it's going to go down and drill it, and then come back up. And then this line of code is going to find the next hole on the X axis. Alright, same thing, it's going to drill it out, come back up, and then it'll start machining the car from there. Alright, so we need to fill out this spot here, and this spot. Okay, so to do that, we're going to have to go minimize these and go back to your car. So let's rotate the model ring. Alright, so to do this, we're going to start a 2D sketch. And we'll do it just on this plane here. So if you've got a flat spot there, alright, you can choose that one. Okay, and then what we're going to do is find the dimensions for your axle hole. So for example, we're going to go dimensions, go from the back of the car to your wheel. Now see how I can't select the wheel at all? Oh, the axle hole, sorry. Alright, I'm going to hit escape. Alright, and we need to project the geometry. So we're going to go, to create, go project, and I'll select the axle hole and this axle hole, and we'll select this line here as well. Press OK. Alright, so let's try that again. So dimensions, so from the back of the car to this axle hole. So that's 54, press create driven. Alright, we're going to do the same from the back to this hole. Okay, 161, great. And then we're going to go from this axle hole to this line here. Okay, and that's the center point of the canister hole. Alright, so create driven. Alright, so these are the numbers that we need to put into the code to machine your axle holes. Alright, so this is the y-axis, because the y-axis runs this way. Alright, and the x-axis goes across this way. Alright, so this will be our first axle hole, and then that will be our second one. So if we get our, I just want to zoom out a touch, move it to the left-hand side of the screen, and I'm going to get my notepad. Just move this over to the right so I can see both. Alright, so the x-axis, alright, the first hole that we're going to cut is this one here, so that's 54. The y-axis, like I said before, is going to be 19. Now these dimensions may be different for you, so don't panic if it is. Yeah, they're all going to be slightly different. Definitely the axle holes will be different for everyone. And then obviously the Y, yeah, depending on how high or low you put your axle holes. But yeah, once again, if you're not sure if yours is correct or not, you can just double check with me and that's fine. Alright, so those two are done. The other one is this x-axis, so we're going to do 161. Okay, so that's the first axle hole to be machined. And the next 3 lines is the second axis hole to be machined. Alright, so that is complete. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page. So if we go all the way down to the bottom, alright, and where it says M30, we're going to change that to M99. Okay, so that's done. And we have to go File, Save As. And we're going to call this file 0001.fnc. Alright, and I want you to make sure that you save that to your home drive. Okay, so just go, well, actually, you know what we could do first, make a new folder and call this one your team's or even your individual's name on this folder. So when you send me this folder, I know yeah, whose car it is. So for me, I'm going to write Roddy car. Okay, and double click, and inside this folder, I can save this file. So just hit save. Done. So that's the first one. All right. What we can now do is going to leave everything as it is. We're going to scroll right back up to the top again. All right, and okay, under M5, we go enter, and we're going to go M71. All right, and that's going to flip the orientation of the car to machine the second side of our car. Okay, so yeah, we're just getting this prepared now, so then the fourth axis can rotate the whole entire block around for us, and then this code is going to activate and then machine the second half of the car. Alright, so that's just flipping the orientation so the car is symmetrical on both sides. Alright, that's all we have to do for this one. So we're going to go File, Save As again. But this time, we want to make sure that this one here is 0002. Okay, so just change that and then hit Save. Awesome. Alright, now the next thing that we have to do is to create a new notepad file. So I'm going to go File, New. Okay, I need you to type this in. So we're going to go G00, A0, enter, M98, P40, 1, enter, G00, space A180. Alright, so it's going to rotate 180 degrees. Alright, then M98, P2, that's 0002, G00, A0, and then M30. Alright, to finish off the machining. So what's happening here is it's calling obviously that first file that we use. Alright, so the 0001. Alright, it's going to machine that. Once that's done, it's going to rotate the block 180 degrees. Alright, then it's going to call for the second file to be used to machine the second half of the car. Alright, and then it's obviously going to finish up. Okay, so for this one, alright, we would need to go File, Save As. Alright, in the same folder, this one here is going to be called subcol.fnc. Okay, and then we're going to go save. Awesome. So in that file, so in our home drive, we're going to Marotti's car. Well, that's what I've called it. Obviously, yours would be whatever your folder is called. But you should have these three files. Sorry. So all I need you to do, all right, is to send me this folder. Okay. So in that folder, then I can go through on the machine and start machining all those for you. Okay. But that's all you need to do for the machining side of things. All right. Thank you.